Amog Entertainers presents Dream Advanced Dream World Concepts D.P.S Digital Political System Patriotic Logical Ideologies. D.P.S is Advanced Political Patriotic Logical Ideologies. D.P.S Political AI Dream World. D.P.S Episode 1. I am the first change. My dear brothers and sisters of democracy across the world, Namaste to you all. It is my social responsibility and honor to welcome you all to the Naya Bharat Ka D.P.S Equity Democracy World. Saluting the brave freedom fighters for blessing Bharat with the sacred democracy and constitution. My name is Suresh Aradhya. My education qualification is Bachelor's of Engineering, degree in Electronics and Communication. Motto of my knowledge university is to take our country and the world to the great heights. This motto is the base for all of my works in my life. Around 2 years of experience in defense sector, 16 years of experience in software sector. Added to this, parallelly, I have gained 18 years of experience in researching the principles of equity democracies, logical ideologies, registered rebirth of real independence trust with the outcome of research concepts in the year 2010. At least once in our lifetime, we all should have gratitude for our democracy and constitution. Once we should imagine equity democracy, real independence and transparent political system. All three embedded together, how will it look like and work? Please note, D.P.S is my imaginary dream concept. Like all freedom fighters and noble personalities of our nation, when they all meet up in the heaven and build a pure, selfless, advanced, sacred political system for the people of our nation is my D.P.S dream. My vision is equity democracy world to unlock humanity world, establish digital political system across the world and provide digital solutions to the political systems. Wake up and start up initiative for Naya Bharat by using software sectors, quality, artificial intelligence technology and teamwork into D.P.S advanced political framework will be embedded with Bharat Army like discipline, dedication and trust characteristics, inclusive democracy and equity democracy. D.P.S solutions will establish advanced digital and responsibly speaking D.P.S government with the people directly, caring for you like your own mother 24/7 emotionally worldwide. Since we all humans are basically built with the emotions worldwide, D.P.S will be the future of the world's political standards revolution. By now, you all may have started to think it is impossible to achieve what all I have explained till now, even after our 10 lifetimes. We all should realize in this technological era, to remain as a developing nation for more than decades is the biggest failure. As a young citizen of Bharat, armed with technology, knowledge and immense love for our nation, to dream small is the biggest crime. If we all break the prisons of our own mindset of the current political concepts first, then we all Indians can achieve it collectively and make our nation a developed nation with the help of patriotic willpower and D.P.S solutions. If you are having the curiosity to know how D.P.S solutions will make our nation a developed nation, I request you all to logically analyze D.P.S solutions video broadcast till the end. How will every minute of DPS video from now on for the next 25 minutes will change the world's political history? Before explaining the DPS solutions, I would like to share with you all one of the beautiful imaginations of my life, which supports the entire DPS framework. Please note, you all are welcome to replace your respective gods from any religion of this universe in all of my imaginations as per your wish to glorify our sacred democracy and constitution for its significance to all humans across the world in this era. Please note, this is only for my imagination. My imagination goes like this. After Mahabharat war, Mata Gandhari will bow down to Lord Sri Krishna and express her pain over the loss of her 100 sons and countless innocent people who lost their valuable life just for the sake of transferring the kingdom from one person to another person. I wish this cruel bloodshed of innocent peoples should end in the future. Lord Sri Krishna will think for a moment and say, "Your wish is one of the sacred wishes I have ever heard in any of my avatars till date. It will be fulfilled in the Kali Yuga through the concept of Praja Prabhutva, and I will reach out to everyone." My dear brothers and sisters of democracy, I would like to touch the golden feet of our democracy and constitution in the name of all Indians and pay our highest respect. As per my understanding and thinking power, democracy and our constitution are the real visible sacred gods to all of us to worship, which guide us to lead a safe and peaceful life in this era. The honest individuals such as police, lawyers, judges, election commission, politicians and our beloved army soldiers who protect us round the clock are the real demigods. After paying our highest respect, now I would like to propose the logical ideologies of digital political system solution architecture for Naya Bharat. The first ideology is to allocate around 75 to 90% of the MLA and MP seats to the ex-army personals of the respective constituencies for the first term of the election from the new D.P.S political party. You may ask, why 75 to 90% reservation to the Indian ex-army service people in D.P.S political party framework? Because of Bharat Army's dedication and sacrifice, we people of the Bharat are living peacefully and happily. Logically, the person who are having so much dedication to our nation should be the part of ruling government will automatically clean up the entire system from the beginning to the end like an Indian army all-out or combing operation process in the first term of selection against corruption. If the elected DPS ex-army person, MLA or MP has done excellent work in the given 5 years term and have great vision, they can be part of virtual minister, chief minister or prime minister DPS guidance team like Pitamaha Bhishma's concept in Mahabharat to guide the young generation leaders from the back end with the knowledge transfer document of their 5 years for any number of years based on the overall performance in DPS guidance team. Fresh faces and young talent should come into powerful positions like MLA, MP, Minister, CM or PM every time in DPS elected government to achieve pure equity and inclusive democracy for the people across the world is DPS Solutions Made in Heaven engine. In general, MLA or MP position is not a rocket science job that requires a single person to hold the same position for the lifetime. The second ideology is to have one basic rule for everyone in DPS. Once in a lifetime opportunity to be in powerful positions like MLA, MP, Minister, CM or a PM is DPS Solutions to make DPS world free from full-time and lifelong politicians. Gift them sacred Pitamaha Bhishma's guidance team. My dear friends, we are voting like an educated bonded laborer. Every time we are electing the same person as MLA or MP successively, making the same person richer and more powerful like a king in this era. Our democracy and nation should not be dependent on one individual person. Decentralized D.P.S. D.P.S contestant candidate wins or loses the contested election. No second chance from D.P.S to make D.P.S world free from full-time lifelong politicians, which will automatically solve 80% of the entire world's current affairs problem and will help in establishing real global peace and will bring purity into the democracy. 90% of bug fixing. Additionally, there will be 50 people like Iron Dome protection from the respective constituencies as Virtual-M.L.As. Empower more people with the power to decentralize the D.P.S elected MLA or MPs. Power will be like 24/7, 50 people ACB team for one D.P.S elected MLA to give protection against corruption. 50 people will be selected from various backgrounds. Systematic selection process. These 50 Iron Dome virtual MLAs will publish the respective constituencies elected D.P.S MLAs or MPs overall financial status transparently over D.P.S website. Complete 5 years terms financial status monthly, comparing before coming to the power till date every month over D.P.S website. Virtual MLAs will get employee ID card from D.P.S. Instead of looking out for or waiting for one elected MLAs to share our problems, we can have 50 Iron Dome virtual MLAs to share our problems. More people should actively participate in democracy to make democracy more inclusive. So D.P.S is having more virtual MLAs. The new quality measurement systems, Praja Agraha and Praja Mitra, will be game-changing concepts for the entire world's political system. The new Praja Agraha system, before implementing any major big changes, the government should put them for online voting system once in 3 months to collect the opinion of the people. The people or the Praja should be the true owner in making new laws or changing old laws. It should not be done by their elected representatives or political parties alone in D.P.S. This approach ensures people's opinion is taken into consideration. The new Praja Mitra system will be a new online issue raising system designed to address the problems faced by the people. People can register and track the issues by raising online problem tickets in getting the government office services for the people or government work in a systematic way. D.P.S government will run around the people to solve their problem tickets. People's problems, for example, during the computerization of land records, a mistake was made by the government. They recorded 2.4 acres of land as 1.4 acres. To rectify their mistake, my friend's father struggled for years, faced numerous challenges and paid 20,000 bribe 10 years ago. My another friend's father passed away, and after that, they had to change the land records to his mother's name. And just to change the land records to his mother's name, a bribe of 60,000 rupees was paid. It was not a government land, their own property. To get into their mother's name, a bribe was expected. To construct a new home or to set up a new business, we need to run around different government departments to get approvals. This makes me feel like, are we really independent nation? Just to get a registered gift deed transferred from father to son, 1.5 lakh bribe is expected. To get any contract work bill clearance, crores of rupees of bribe is expected. The primary aim of Praja Mitra is to bring various government departments integrated into one master AI, Digital Systematic Processing System Unit, to eradicate corruption with the D.P.S advanced technology government across the world. Digital and corruption are two deadly opposite combinations. Where digital and transparency is working, it's very difficult for corruption to enter that system. Even if entered, we can easily trace it out. For example, after 120 years of BSc era, NSE commenced its operations, introduced electronic digital technology driven trading facility. Within 1 year of start of NSE's operation, the daily turnover of NSE exceeded that of 120 years old BSE exchange. For example 2, digital technology was introduced into banking sectors. It revolutionized the thousands of year old banking sectors and removed corruption across the world. World's largest number of digital transactions take place in Bharat. Future example 3, D.P.S outperformed the 10,000 years old legacy political system across the world smartly. Within 5 years, solved around 60% of corruption across the world. All these well-organized logical ideologies of D.P.S solutions will work like a made-in-heaven engine by the freedom fighters of our nation to the people of our nation. D.P.S solutions will be a checkmate to all legacy age-old currently existing political systems across the world to upgrade with D.P.S solutions or will get a place in future world political history. There were thousands of legacy political systems across the world before D.P.S established. Even the great rivers in the world start as a small spring, and as they move on and merge with the other springs in their direction, will grow mighty and welfare the mankind. We have started from scratch in space technology, and today we are one of the leading pioneers in the world's space technology. We need to dream about achieving impossible things because impossible things do happen. My dear friends, like known is a drop and unknown is an universe. Lot of things we see around us in this world may not be real. Thousands of years ago, majority of people in this world believed that Earth is at the center and Sun revolves around the Earth. Time, velocity, gravity and lot of things in this universe are relative in nature. That means, in simple, eternal truth may be entirely different than what we see or think in our entire lifetime. We all believe at present we are living in an independent nation, but it may not be 100% real independence for what our beloved freedom fighters would have thought for us and sacrificed their valuable life for us. As per Gautam Buddha's basic logical teaching, we all should never take anything or any concept as absolute truth in this mortal world. Just because it came to us from thousands of years ago from great peoples, great scholars, great sages, and believe in it blindly. Instead, take it into your kind heart and test it with respect to humanity. If your heart and mind agrees to it, only then follow it. If you are following that concept, should not even harm an ant in this world. Since everything we see with our limited capacity eyes, which does not have the capacity to see what is inside a closed door next to you, it does not have that capacity. Logically, simply believing the limited eyes which trains our brain may not be the absolute truth in this mortal world. My dear brothers and sisters of Bharat, sometimes you may think that you should have born during the freedom struggle movement of our nation to take part in the freedom struggle movement. If you are one among that kind of person, now it's a golden opportunity for you to join D.P.S revolution and get the real freedom for Bharat, like rebirth of real independence, to establish pure, inclusive politics, equity, democracy, and make our nation a developed and role model nation to the world. D.P.S is not just a political revolution, it is a revolution to save several lakhs of innocent lives across the world yearly. In future, DPS solutions may save your friends or your family members' life. On an average, 40 to 60,000 deaths per year by suicide. On an average, 1.5 to 2 lakh deaths per year in road accidents. On an average, 30 to 50,000 deaths per year by murders and 30 plus lakh IPC crimes registered per year in our nation. According to National Crime Records Bureau, count is rising steeply every year across the world. DPS solutions aim is to save lakhs of people's valuable life across the world. My dear friends, we can logically compare when we lost around 200 plus people's valuable life in Mumbai attacks. We did a lot of rallies across the nation and we protested. And when we lost 40 plus Jawan's life in Pulwama attack, we were very sad and did a lot of rallies and we did surgical strikes. But why are we very so careless and ignorant for 30 to 50,000 of deaths which are lost by murders by our own countrymen killing each other? This is a huge loss and no government in this world are addressing these huge losses and not even caring to solve this problem. We need to understand what is the value of one life. Even if you put the entire universe, all money and gold at one place, we can't even bring back one single life which is lost. DPS aim is to protect and take responsibility for every life in our nation. Now it's your wish to be silent and be part of the existing injustice in a silent way, or join DPS revolution to make entire world a real heaven for the future generations to live happily. You can join DPS by sending your email to DPS functional team, technology team, DPS virtual team, DPS membership team, DPS global team. 10 years before, few people used to make fun of digital Bharat and oppose digitalization. First step was government digitalized NSE to avoid corruption by investing government funds to bring transparency. But the respected government had forgot and will never invest government funds to digitalize its own driving force, that is government officers and political systems, which is around 20+% corrupt. We need to change. Please logically think of reverse engineering concepts from today onwards. Stop taking money to vote. Vote without missing to honest person. To make our nation a developed nation as soon as possible, we need to donate or give funds and build a advanced, honest political system and vote for that system. Sometimes we give tip of 10 rupees after liking the food served at the hotel, or give a tip to the online food delivery guy. Good to give. Sometimes we dedicate months of our valuable time to see cricket matches, spend valuable time and money to buy tickets to watch cricket match in the stadium. Our nation will not become a developed nation even if we win 10 World Cups in cricket for India. If you give your 10% of love, efforts and dedication, what you have on cricket game and on movies to DPS will gift back you and future generation with a developed nation and a heaven-like environment on the earth. If your heart and mind likes DPS solutions, freedom fighters concepts dream, and want to make DPS a reality, please contribute for DPS establishment and expenses. Our world is not suffering from the violence of the bad people, but it is really suffering because of people like me who are educated and very silent, seeing all injustice and not fixing the root cause of all problems. Now I want to come out of my silence with the DPS solutions, freedom fighters concepts to revolutionize the entire world. Will you join and break your silence too? My dear brothers and sisters of democracy, I welcome you all in the name of equity, democracy and real independence to join DPS revolution like a selfless Bharat Army soldier. Self-declaration for everyone joining DPS. I will not insist or demand for any powerful position in my lifetime in DPS as per DPS solutions ideology. Now if you logically total up all currently existing worldwide political systems, good qualities on one side versus DPS solution on the other side for purity test, worldwide total political systems quality purity score will be around 35% and DPS solutions quality purity score will be around 75%. DPS will be the inspiration for all political systems across the world for AI digital upgrade. If your heart and mind agrees 90% to the explained DPS ideologies and freedom fighters concepts, only then I request you all to share this video with your family and friends. By sharing DPS video, you will become part of world's largest selfless pure democracies freedom fighters revolution. To keep a full stop to all existing old legacy political systems across the world in the near future with the DPS digital solutions. Every sharing of DPS knowledge or social media will be a honorable contribution for the future generations' prosperity. My primary objective of not coming on screen is to keep all viewers focused 100% on concepts of DPS solutions. Since the future of DPS depends on your clear understanding of selfless freedom fighters concept, additional self-declaration by the founder that I will not take any powerful positions for my lifetime in DPS elected government. I will extend my logical ideas to create action plans and governance principles of DPS digital political framework. DPS is dedicated to my dear brothers and sisters of democracy across the world. My sacred thanks to our beloved Bharat Army soldiers. My humble bow down pranam to Vishwaguru Modi ji for inspiring me like Ekalavya concept to start DPS solutions. Wake up Bharat and start up Bharat. DPS solutions for Naya Ram Raj Bharat Stapana. DPS solutions will be one of the real Ram Raj concept for the next century. Advanced digitally and responsibly speaking DPS government with the people directly and will solve problems of all people and will respond to their emotion like their own mother. DPS solutions will be one of the real Ram Raj concept for the next thousands of years worldwide. Jai Democracy, Jai Constitution, Jai Hind, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Technology and Jai Global Peace are the heartbeats of DPS for Naya Bharat. DPS Episode 2. If you want change, you are the first change. Bolo Bharat Mata ki Jai!